this morning, Helena and I got to go have breakfast with each other, and we like mom and pop restaurants. So we went to this restaurant in Tucker called Hot Betty's, I believe. And it's right there on Main Street. They serve up a mean biscuit. And so if you like Southern food, go in there and mention my name and they'll give you 0% off. But right when we get in there, right, it was super windy and raining. And so we open the door and all the menus get blown everywhere. And I had Helena's purse in my hand and my coffee in the other hand because I'm real classy like that. And all the menus go everywhere. Before I could put them down, put her purse down and my coffee down, this older gentleman there who's having breakfast with his wife bends over, cleans up everything. And as I go to thank him, he says something like, hey man, don't worry about it. That's what we do, right? Which is really cool because this morning in my devotion time, I'm reading about how Paul is kind of championing the people there to follow his lead. This is what he says right here in Philippians 4:8-9. And this is at the end of his letter, by the way. So he's kind of getting in like his lasting remarks, like, hey, remember this. And so he says this right here. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, right, put it into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. We know that as believers, people are looking at us for two things most of the time, right? Either looking at us as for an excuse or looking at us for an example, right? An excuse of, yeah, I don't think I can believe in God because that person says they do and they look exactly like everybody else. They do a really good job of blending in the world. Or an example for other believers on how to follow. The sad truth is, for non-believers and for young believers, right? You and me may be the only Jesus that somebody sees for the time being. The only scripture that somebody's able to read is your life. And so Paul is saying right here, hey, look, whatever you have seen me do, whatever you have heard me say, do those things, put those into practice, right? And the God of peace will be with you. As a church, let's strive to be somebody who can say, hey, look, whatever I do, you do that too. Whatever I say, how I speak to my wife, how I speak to my husband, right? How I speak to my kids, how I react when my boss blames me for something that I didn't do, right? How I react when somebody cuts me off, when somebody's rude to me, right? Let us be somebody who can say, hey, look, whatever I do, you do that, and the peace of God will be with you. I hope that fires you up because that fires me up because we have a responsibility for the world to be what Jesus looks like and what Scripture looks like lived out. Like, this is a powerful thing that we get to be a part of. So let's not let that go to waste because people are looking at us to be an excuse or an example on how to live their life with Christ. That is it. You guys have an amazing day.